Welcome to assembling your first Python workspace, a professional guide to installing, verifying, and executing your first script. Before you can write a single line of Python for this course, you need a working development environment. That means three components: Python 3 installed and accessible from your terminal, Git installed for version control, and Visual Studio Code configured with the Python extension for editing and execution. None of these components work in isolation, they form an integrated ecosystem. This module walks you through every installation step, every verification command, and every common error. The goal is a fully configured workstation and workspace configured by a 6-command screenshot. The screenshot is deliverable 1. The Module 2 deliverable is a single screenshot capturing 6 verification commands running consecutively without errors. Concrete proof your environment works. The goal on the right, configure a fully integrated development environment. The artifact, a single screenshot with all 6 commands visible and all outputs clean. The checkpoint, executing your first Python script locally, seeing "Hello ISM 2411, my environment is working," printed in the terminal. This is a diagnostic first approach. Rather than hoping that your tools work, you verify each one with an explicit command. Python is Python 3 -- version. Git is Git -- version. Visual Studio Code is code -- version. Location, pwd. Files, ls, script execution, Python 3 first_script.py. 6 checks, 1 screenshot, deliverable 1 is complete. A modern Python development workspace is exactly 2 components, and they communicate through an integrated terminal. Component 1, the editor, the interface. Visual Studio Code or VS Code is where you write, read, and manage your files. It's the control room. Component 2 is the engine, the interpreter. The terminal is the invisible engine that processes the logic you write and executes commands. The integrated terminal is Visual Studio Code connects between components in a single window, eliminating the need to switch between applications. The double-headed arrow in the diagram represents this interaction. You write in the editor and runs in the terminal, and see the results immediately. You are no longer juggling separate applications. The OS, the editor, and the terminal are unified. You're ready for Module 3. The OS setup fork is the first decision point. macOS and Windows require different setup paths, and choosing the wrong one wastes significant time. macOS is the default state. Natively runs Zhush almost ready out of the box. An action path. Install Python directly via python.org, the macOS installer. Ready to proceed immediately after installation. Windows, the default state, requires WSL, which is Windows Subsystem for Linux. Professional Python development on a Windows uses a Linux terminal environment, not PowerShell or command prompt. Action path. You must complete the pre-course WSL setup tutorial before continuing. This uses app install within the Linux terminal. Read your OS version before continuing. If you're on Windows and haven't completed the WSL setup, stop here and complete that prerequisite first. This slide shows the exact installation commands for Python 3 and Git on both platforms, the 2 foundational tools every setup in this course depends on. macOS, check Python 3 -- version. If the version is under 3.10, download from python.org and run the Mac OS X installer. Then run xcode -select -- install in the terminal to install Git and other command line tools. If Xcode is not installed, go to the App Store and install it. WSL/Linux sudo app install Python 3 installs Python. Sudo app install git -all installs Git. Both commands require your sudo password, which is just the password to your machine. A red warning at the bottom is a critical on many systems. Python refers to obsolete Python 2. Always type Python 3. 3 included. To engage the modern engine. Using the wrong command will cause your code to fail silently or throw a cryptic legacy error. Visual Studio Code is the editor, but without the Python extension, it has no connection to the Python interpreter. Installing the extension bridges the editor to the engine. In Visual Studio Code, open the Extensions panel on the left side. Search for Python. Install the official Microsoft Python extension. Verify it says Microsoft at the publisher. Download the base editor at code.visualstudio.com if you haven't yet. The extension enables 3 critical features: syntax highlighting so errors are visually flagged, autocomplete so Python functions and variable names appear as suggestions, and script execution so that you can run your .py file without a button without leaving Visual Studio Code. Installing this extension is not optional. Without it, Visual Studio Code is a text editor. With it, it is a Python IDE. The 6 verification commands are the diagnostic battery that confirms every component of your workspace is installed, configured, and communicating properly. Command 1, Python 3 -- version. This proves the installation and the modern 3.0 plus. Command 2, get -- version proves that version control tools are ready. Command 3, code -- version proves that Visual Studio Code command line interface is enabled. If this says command not found, open Visual Studio Code command palette and run install code. Command in path. Command 4, pwd proves that the terminal can report its current location. Command 5, ls proves that the terminal can list local files. Command 6, echo environment ready. This proves the terminal output functionality end to end. Run all 6 consecutively. Take one screenshot to show all outputs, and you have your first deliverable. The course directory blueprint establishes the standardized folder structure you'll use for every module assignment. Set it up once, use it all semester. The target structure. Inside your documents folder, inside of ISM 2411, as the root, with numbered subdirectories for each module. Module 01, Module 02, Module 03, and so forth. The build commands create the entire structure in one lineup. So make your directory, or make dir -p, and then ~/documents/ISM 2411, module 5, curly braces 01.05, end curly braces. The P flag creates parent directories automatically and suppresses the errors if they already exist. Navigate into your working module with cd ~/documents ISM 2411 module 02. Verify your location with pwd. The output should show /users / your username /documents /ISM 2411 module 02. This is the directory structure assumed by every assignment instruction in this course. The ignition loop is the 4-step cycle for executing your first Python script. Running it manually builds muscle memory that the GUI shortcuts can't provide. Step 1, create, this is in the terminal, touch, first_script.py, provisions an empty file. Step 2, type, the editor, code first_script.py. This opens it in VS Code. Type print hello, ISM 2411 with an exclamation point. My environment is working. Do not paste. Type it manually to build muscle memory. Step 3, block. This is critical. Save the file with either Command-S or Control-S. Unsaved files have a white dot on the tab. The white dot means your terminal will execute an empty file. Step 4, execute terminal. Python 3 space first underscore script.py runs the script. If you see hello ISM 2411, my environment is working, printed in the terminal, your workspace is fully operational. These 3 common errors appear during workspace setup. Each has a precise diagnosis and a terminal prescription. The Python 3 command not found. Python isn't in your path. Mac, reinstall from python.org. In WSL, run sudo apt install python 3. The script runs but nothing prints. The engine is reading an empty unsaved file. Save with Command S or Control S, then run again. No such file or directory. The terminal is looking in the wrong folder. Run pwd to check your current location. Use cd to navigate to the current folder where your .py file actually lives. Every error here has a structural cause. Missing installation, unsaved file, wrong directory. Read the error message, match it to a symptom column, and apply the prescription. The final slide is the payoff for everything you've built in this module. The diagram shows Visual Studio Code with 3 labeled zones that each map to a distinct role. Zone A is your File Explorer panel. This is the architecture layer, giving you the full structure of your project at a glance. Zone B is the editor. It is the interface layer where you read and write code. Zone C is the integrated terminal. This is the engine layer where the code runs, packages install, and Git commands execute. The key insight is that these aren't separate tools you switch between. These are 3 panels in one application, always visible simultaneously. You no longer juggle windows or lose context when moving from writing to running. Everything a professional developer needs is right here in a single workspace. This is the environment you'll use for every assignment, every project, and every collaboration from this point forward. Moving to Module 3 starts here.